If you're looking for land near Lake of the Ozarks for this summer, I've got the perfect property for you. I've got a 4.8 acre property with no restrictions. Right now we're at 3landguys.com looking at our Missouri properties. You can see there's 70 total properties. Over 40 of them have already sold. So we've got 25 to 30 left. Our inventory fluctuates daily because we get property in and then we sell property. So come to the Missouri page. Come on down here, and you can see we've got the 4.8 acre property here. So let's click on this one. We've got pictures of this one. There are no restrictions. What you're looking at here is an aerial map, and then here's some pictures as well. So you can see here's Brendel Boulevard, and you can see that wraps around the front of the parcel here. Power lines right above, so you've got easy access to electric, which is really nice. You can see there was, I don't know if the sign's still there, there was a sign on the property. And you can see there is the property right there. You can see Brendel Boulevard. And then let's come on down here and look at the map. So you can see here, these are basically identical parcels here, but you can see someone here on this property, right over my cursor, has actually built a little lake home and a little, I believe that's like a little shed to keep boats or to cover their boat and stuff like that. So you've got that as your next door neighbor on the west. On the east, there is no neighbor, nor is there a neighbor across the street. So you've got paved road frontage. There's no restrictions, so this lot is not in a property development. So like an HOA or a property owners association. So there's nothing else except for annual taxes, which on this 4.8 acre property, we'll scroll down and look at that, but they should be about $60 a year for this property. So super, super, super cheap. And with no restrictions, if you wanted to use this for a tiny home, for a mobile home, you could do a small little lake cabin. You could do a portable structure. You could do a fifth wheel and use this as your base camp for after you get off the water. That is definitely up to you. And so we're zooming out here. That way you can get a good idea of just how close you are to the water. So you can see here, you're right at this intersection that takes you down to Sonny's Bar and Hospitality House. So that's a bar on the water. Then if you come over down this way and continue down Brendel, or Lake Road they call it, then you can head down to the lake this way. So you can see, and the cool part about this is we can actually take a measurement and we can come right to the water here and come over here. You can see you're about 2,800 feet from the water. So literally walking distance. If you wanted to walk down to the water or take a golf cart, you could. And you can head this way, or you can head west, or you can head south as well. So that's pretty cool. You are very close to the water. This is the street view. Let's continue heading out from here. So you can see here we've got Rocky Mount over here and Highway Y, Highway W. Let's continue. We've got Gravois Mills to the west, and then you've got one of the main highways, 54, over here to the east. Then up north, you've got 52, you've got Versailles, you've got Barnett, and you've got Eldon. So this sits northwest of the Four Seasons, if you're familiar with that with that area, and it is very close to the water. So let's continue zooming out in case you're not familiar with the Lake of the Ozarks. I'm sure most of you are, but so here we've got St. Louis. Obviously, the Ozarks is southwest from St. Louis, southeast from Kansas City, and northeast from Springfield. So depending on where you're at, and you might be out of Missouri, I don't know, but obviously Lake of the Ozarks is a popular destination. I'm recording this video in April, so we're just heading into the busy season down at the lake. So this is the perfect time. This property will not last long, I can guarantee you, because we sell a lot of property in Morgan County, and with this one not having an HOA or a property owners association, and having it no restrictions, paved road frontage, electric poles right there at the front of the property, this is definitely going to sell fairly fast, especially when you see the terms. So here's the GPS coordinates. We actually have the GPS coordinates of all the corners. They're available through Morgan County and their online mapping service. Here's another view. These are the south coordinates. This is the property here. You can see 4.8 acres, and you can see Brendel and Lake Ridge Road right here. And this gives you a nice aerial view. You can see the property to the west. I don't know if this is a single family home or if this is just a garage on this property. But if you wanted to just put a garage here, cancel your boat storage and just use this as storage and a place to come, bring your RV, bring the kids, and use as your base camp, you could definitely do so. So here's the Google map in case you prefer to just use Google's map itself, and then you can toggle between the Earth view and the map view. Go ahead and punch in directions or the starting address and hit get directions. So if you wanted to do something like Kansas City, Missouri, and then you could just click on get directions, that's going to load a Google map and map you right to the property. So here's the pricing and the terms. We've got it for $18,500, with 12% interest, only $500 down. Now, if you wanted to put more down, we'll lower the interest rate. That's completely up to you. Monthly payments of only $258 a month for close to 5 acres in Morgan County. We are offering a 40% discount if you can pay cash. So you're looking at $11,100 if you can pay cash. Here's that pricing information reiterated in this table. And then we've got property information here. So you got 4.8 acres in Morgan County, Missouri. It fronts Brendel Boulevard. It's in zip code 65072. If you need the GPS coordinates for your TomTom or Garmin, you can go ahead and grab them right there. And I was pretty accurate. My estimate on the annual tax is $51 a year. Residential, no restrictions. Once again, Morgan County does not put restrictions on their vacant land as a county. Now, the only way, a lot of times when you get closer to the water, you'll have developers who have platted out little developments, and they have put deed restrictions in place, or they have put in an HOA or a property owners association. This does not have one of those, which is very attractive for most buyers, hence why I believe this property is going to sell pretty fast. It actually did already sell last year, and this is a foreclosure property that we got back due to non-payment. So that's the situation. There's some general kind of question and answers, frequently asked questions down the site, and then if you have any questions, you can go ahead and punch them in here. But if you want this property, what you need to do is you need to come to the website. You can click the link that's right by this video, and then click on reserve. What that's going to do is that's basically going to take it off the market. We'll collect a $100 earnest money deposit. That is refundable for any reason. So it's just to tie up the property. You get first dibs. No one else can buy it. If you've seen our property in Morgan County, you know that it sells very fast. So if you drag your feet, there's a good chance someone else is going to buy it, especially with only $500 down. So come here, click on reserve, enter your information so that we know what to put in the contract, hit submit. We'll prepare an agreement. We'll call you, answer any questions about the agreement, and then that property will be tied up for 48 hours. That's going to give you time to look at the agreement, head to the property, view it in person if you need to, and go ahead and move forward. Or if you pass for any reason, we refund the $100 deposit. That goes right back in your pocket in full immediately. And then we just have the property back for sale. It's no longer under contract. So that's how everything works. For cash buyers, we hire real estate closing notaries to act as an intermediary. So we know that we're going to send a deed to a third party who's going to handle a closing. Notaries handle closings all the time. So whether you're buying from Kansas City, St. Louis, it doesn't matter where you're located. If you can pay cash, you're going to get a 40% discount. We cover all the closing costs, deed preparation, all of that stuff. And then we actually hire a closing notary to come meet you with the deed. And they're going to have deed in hand. You're going to have cashier's check in hand to make sure we're protected and you're protected. So you're giving a cashier's check in exchange for a deed, which is the way it should work. So that's how we'll do the closing. Another cool thing is, let's say you buy this property sight unseen, and then we get a 7-acre property in Morgan County, and you really wanted something a little bigger, or you wanted something a little bit more off the grid, or whatever the case is. Let's say you had made 5 payments on this property. We'll let you transfer dollar for dollar to a new property at any time and relist this property. So if you're buying on a contract for deed, you can buy this property, use it for 2 years, 3 years, and then maybe upgrade later on to a 10-acre property closer to the water or a 20-acre property further from the water. Our inventory is constantly changing. We do a lot of business near the lake, so we're always going to have properties to pick from, properties coming in, properties coming out, stuff like that. So that's more or less an exchange that we allow you to do, which is just another reason to consider buying land from us. So hopefully that helps. Hope you enjoyed this property tour video. Come to the website. Like I said, this is a 4.8 acre property in Morgan County, Missouri, just north of the water. And you've got this property can be yours. You can start using it immediately for just $500 down. Hope this information helps, and we look forward to hearing from you. Come to the site and give us a call at 855-995-4798, and myself or Matt or someone here in the office will be sure to take good care of you. Talk to you soon.